All right, guys, and we are live. So what's going on, guys? It's your boy Thejosechuy, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about a couple of different things, but all right, here we go. First things first. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and then also don't forget to join the Patreon if you guys do find value in anything that I'm saying. Because obviously, if you learn how to make money in the stock market with dividends, selling options, if I can help you do anything like that, then make sure you guys go and subscribe to the Patreon. And then later, we're going to talk about some of the goals for the week because I am trying. This past, I think it was Thursday or Friday, I decided that I was going to do my SIE test. And it usually takes like around 120 hours of studying. So that's going to be one of my main goals to get that done within 40 days. So that way I can get my SIE exam done. And then hopefully I can get my Series 7 license after that. So then that way I can. One of the big goals this year is to make more money because I was working 2 jobs before this, and to be honest with you guys, I think it's probably better if I just stick to one job and make sure that I can do it, um, like, the best that I can, so that way I can keep making more and more money. And then, like, the great thing about, like, having, um, like, doing the investing thing for, like, somebody else is that I can also do something on the side, like, for myself as well, so I can start my own business with, like, consultations or stuff like that. But yeah, that's the goal for right now. And then one of the big goals that I have for right now is to get 100 shares of JEPQ. So if you don't know what JEPQ is, it's basically it sells calls and puts on the QQQ, and like they have a really good dividend, which is why I really want to get them. Um, Usually it's above 34 cents per share. Let me do per quarter. There we go. There we go. Like 34 cents is the lowest that they've paid, and to be honest, 34 cents is probably like the lowest that I think they'll probably go with that. And then another thing is that I'm actually over leveraged on my portfolio because I only have $2,000 in buying power. And then look at this. Of course, it says I have low risk on the margin status, but I only have $264 in cash. The margin that I'm using is 63,000, and that's quite a bit of money to be honest. So I think probably the position that I'm going to close is this Alibaba one and or these 2 Alibaba ones, and then there's an Amazon one. This one right here, or I'll probably wait until it expires worthless. But yeah, I definitely have to get unleveraged. But yeah, let me know how everything went with the week with you guys, because obviously with me, let me show you guys how the week was. So the week, honestly, it wasn't that bad. 0.15, and then the Qs were, let's see for the week, they were down 1.1%. So I did a little bit better than the Qs, but yeah, that doesn't really say much for just the past week. And the 1 month, it's obviously beating me, but that's all good. But yeah, let me know how you guys week one with the market. But yeah, like I said, here's one of the things that we're gonna talk about. So I'm definitely gonna get rid of Amazon just because this one, I'm pretty sure Amazon's gonna keep going to the right and up, but it's gonna be extremely hard for me to get $17,000 if this contract does get put on me. And like, of course, I could roll this option. Hide. So let's see. This one's the 28th. This one, I would probably do it for 2 weeks after that. So it would be this one right here. And then I would pay a little bit to reduce my strike price, or I can keep it the same on this one. But yeah, I'll probably, more than likely, I'll just leave it like that and wait until it it gets expired. And then PayPal, I really have a lot of conviction in PayPal, so I'm gonna wait for that one. This one I'm definitely not gonna close. Alibaba, I'm probably gonna close as well, just because that one, it's Alibaba's in China, and we haven't really had the best deals with China. So I think I'm probably gonna let this one expire worthless, and then I'll get rid of that one. And then SoFi, I really believe in SoFi, so SoFi I'm gonna leave because I really think buying at this price right now at $7 or $7.50 would be an amazing deal. And then Tesla, this one is going down hard. Like I had a put for 185, and then I had to roll to the right and down a couple of different times. It's already happened like 2 or 3 times where I've rolled, and it's just been going down in price. So I might look to actually take that one off, but it's gonna cost me, let me see, 1,000, like around $1,500 to get rid of that contract. And then Qs, everything else about this portfolio is doing pretty good, I would say. Just need to give more shares to ChepQ and BITO, just because this one tracks. This one's a Bitcoin strategy, and it's crypto futures, so it trades the crypto futures, and so far it's done pretty good. But the thing that I really like about this one is it actually gives you a dividend as well. It's not that big of a dividend. Like on my spreadsheet that I track with, I put it as only being, so BITO, yeah, it is. I put it at only 10 cents, so then that way, because there's been a couple of times where it only gave out in dividends like not even a penny, but that's why I'm keeping it at 10 cents. Because right now, let me double check dividend history. I'm pretty sure it was at around 70 cents or something like that it gave out, 72 cents and then 35 cents. But it seems like the higher Bitcoin goes, the more it gives you, and then the lower that Bitcoin goes, the less it gives you, because right here it didn't even give out 1 penny. But I'm still going to keep it inside there just because. Oh, and then one thing that I actually forgot to say is you can actually sell options with this. So if I wanted to, I could sell a put, and I would probably do it 2 weeks out. So it would be March 28th. And obviously it would be once I get 100 shares of BITO. I would sell all of the shares that I have and just sell puts on it, or I could sell calls on it. I could put one right there, or 45 cents. But to be honest, I would probably do uh, a 15 delta around there. So then that way, if the stock or if BITO does go up, I'll be getting some money from that. And like I said before, one of the main goals right now is to get 100 shares of JEPQ, just because it pays a pretty nice dividend, which is why I like it. And then it also tracks the QQQ, which is one of my biggest holdings. If you guys didn't see earlier, like with QQQ, I have around 130K just in the QQQ. And the reason why, like, I have 130K here and then 113K here is because I have covered calls at 390. But the great thing about options is that you have options. So I'm gonna roll this one. Obviously, like when this day gets closer. So the strike price is for 621, and that's June 21st. So I could do something like this for like September, and then 395. And then I would get a total credit of around $1,300. Or I could do one of these and gain $207, but get $10 in extra, not market cap, but like an extra $10 per share that I hold. And it would expire on September 20th. But yeah, and then obviously I can keep rolling this until I get to this strike price right here to around $434. So that way I can get the premium and keep my shares. So that way I can get long-term capital gains, because I haven't even held these shares for 1 year yet. So that's one thing that I still got to do. And then guys, like I said, here are some of the goals that I have for the week. So first goal, the big goal is honestly to study 3 hours every single day for my SIE exam. Like I said, I really want to get into the finance industry. So that's going to be one of the hurdles for me to is to pass that exam and then look for a job into the finance field. So then that way I can start making more money. And then honestly, personal finance is probably something that I really want to do for the long term. And the great thing is I can actually like do it throughout my whole life if I really wanted to. And let's see, I would say the second biggest goal is to post at least one video per day, like on TikTok and all the social medias, just because I'm really trying to get my presence out there. So then that way I can get one, better jobs, and then two, whenever I decide to become a financial planner or work in the finance industry, I can have way more opportunities. And then obviously, I don't know if anyone here has a LinkedIn, but I've been using LinkedIn a lot more just to see like what kind of people are out there. And so far, I would say it's pretty good. You the I pay for the premium version, so I've just been connecting with a bunch of different people. But yeah, and then another thing is I want to go live on YouTube at least once per week, so then that way I can show you guys my progress to see how I'm doing, and then so I can teach you guys exactly how to sell options, sell calls and puts, um, and get those dividends. And so that way your account can also grow because dividends and selling options are just the crumbs. The way that you really make money in this game is by growth. So that's why I have PayPal and then I have BITO because crypto is really moving. But yeah, I would say those are my top 2 to 3 goals. Where are you at? Waiting? I'm right here, dude. Can you invest in dividends on Robinhood? Yeah, dude. You just have to make sure that the stock that you're buying pays out a dividend. So like the Qs pay out a dividend. This one's quarterly. This one, and then these three right here are all monthly dividend stocks. So those three pay you every single month. And then you can actually check to see if you use Qualtrim or if you just press or type in the ticker. So like let's say that you wanted JEPQ, you would type in JEPQ and then dividend history, and then it'll show you how often that certain stock pays out. And then this one you can see right here, it's more variable. So it doesn't give out the same dividend every single month. It gives out different dividends depending on this one. It's depending on how much income they generated from selling calls and puts. But if you want something more stable, you could look at like realty income. So if you just type in O, like this one, it's a lot more stable. It's around 26 cents per month that it gives you. And then you also have to check their financials just to make sure that they're not going to go bankrupt anytime soon. But yeah, guys, I think this is probably everything. Um, if you guys do have any questions, make sure you guys reach out to me at Thejosechuy. Um, as it says right here, all of my socials are at Thejosechuy. So just make sure you guys follow me on there. If you guys have any questions, message me on there. Doesn't matter if it's TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, anywhere that you guys can find me. Make sure you guys message me on there. And I'll see you guys next week for another update of how this portfolio went. And then hopefully I'll be able to get rid of or to have way more buying power, so then that way I don't have as much margin. But all right, guys, this has been everything, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Thank you.